my beautiful people, welcome or welcome back or whatever it is you say in the beginning of a video. I still don't quite know what I'm doing. So today I wanted to film a very like low-key, laid-back, simple, updated makeup routine video because there are a few things I've changed, primarily switching over from entirely powder products to cream products, and just like I have like my everyday go-to down pat because I've had a lot of practice during this wonderful quarantine season. But then my Cult Candy Cosmetics order came in and I said, fuck that, we go big tonight. So I'm gonna pop her open. I am so excited. Like, it hasn't been that long. It's only been like 2 weeks, you know. I knew this was going to take a little while coming from another country, but it'd been long enough that I had finally forgotten about it. So I kind of like gave up hope that it would be here like anytime this week. But it came, so yay! Oh my gosh, look how cute! Very simple packaging, but I am obsessed with it, and I am going to carefully remove the sticker so that I can keep it. Oh my gosh. It feels exactly how I thought it would. The packaging is very that of Jeffree Star, like that kind of, like it has a good weight to it, but it's not anything excessive. And I did get the Heavenly Urchins palette because I wanted the Playhouse, obviously that's like the classic palette, but I already have a lot of eyeshadow palettes with that kind of color scheme, like the bright colors. I have a million of those, so I'm like, I wanted to get something different that I didn't already have. I'll probably buy the Playhouse one eventually if I love this formula, but yeah, look at her, so pretty. Have this thing. I don't know if anybody keeps those. I definitely don't, but yeah. So this is a color palette that is not one I use very often. I used to be really big into like the reds and the oranges and stuff, but over time I prefer more color and like pastels and stuff. So I see myself, this is a good matte white, so I'm excited about that because, oh, woo, okay, yeah, good matte white. Matte whites are hard to come by. But I'm so excited. I have no idea what I'm going to do because I really want to try to do like a whole ass look because Cult Candy is still a pretty small brand, so I feel like if I do a really good job, I have at least a very small chance of them reposting me. So like, I would love that. So I can be on that page forever, and then maybe Senpai Jasmine will notice me. If you don't know about this brand, Jasmine Bean, if you know who they are, that is their brand with their mom. Jasmine is freaking king, queen, royalty of the world. So love them. They're amazing. Their music kicks ass. I'm waiting for the album. But yeah, if you don't know who they are, look them up. Stunning, stunning individual. And then I also got this liquid lipstick. And there are 3 color options available, and then I got this one, which is Lolly, which is kind of like a peachy nude. I love the packaging so much because for the pink one that they have, Dolly, that's a really good color, but sorry if you hear my dog barking. I have a similar color to that. Again, I wanted to like get stuff I don't already have, you know, so I got this, and then the other one is like a purple shade, and of course I have Jeffree Star's Blow Pony, so purple's not something I wear a lot on my lips, so I just went with this because this is something I don't already have, but I wanted to get one of the liquid lips because I also really wanted to try the formula and see how it is. So yeah, I love that. I'm keeping this because it's adorable, and again, I'm a packaging hoarder. If I think it's cute, eventually I'll throw it away, but right now I'm keeping it. So I think step number 1 is I'm going to get changed. This is a very cute outfit, little strawberry shortcake shirt and like this pleated skirt, but I want to change into something a little more like jasmine-y, you know, like Jasmine tribute. So I'm going to go change and then I will be right back. Alright, I'm back in a better. So I put on this dress and stand back a little bit. Nice and frilly and super like girly Jasmine Bean vibes with this one. I stuck a belt at the waist and like tucked it and pulled it up some to make it a little bit shorter because it's kind of long and unshapely and like potato sacky because I bought this back in 2017 when I was a bit bigger than I am now, so it doesn't fit quite the same, but I love this dress. I haven't worn this dress in so long. It's so vintage looking and I'm obsessed with it. And then I put on the spike color because, you know, Jasmine always has those elaborate colors on. I found this on Amazon. It's the one I wore in my last video. It'll be linked in the description. This is what we got. So this is the outfit. My hair is a mess. We'll worry about her later. So for now, let's get started, and I just feel so pressured to like do something good. Okay, so let's get started with priming, and again with just my Wet n Wild primer drops. Next, I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to do these Physicians Formula Rose Drops. And this is a bit thicker and it just adds like a good luminosity to my face. Okay, so my skin is prepped and ready. I already moisturized if you were concerned about that. I did that when I got out of the shower. Next, I'm just gonna heat up my lash curler and curl my lashes before I do anything. It's recommended that you heat up your lash curler with like a blow dryer or something. I just use a lighter because I have one on my vanity. But be careful that you don't get it too hot and burn your eyelid because I've done that several times in my life. Moving on, we're gonna prime, and today the first primer I grabbed is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus, so I'm just gonna do some of that. Okay, so that's because the door doesn't shut all the way, but tell me how fucking creepy that is. I just wish my dogs would stop barking for like 2 seconds. Okay, I guess it's time to get started on this look. So I'm gonna open her up, and I feel like this side, which is the side I bought this palette for since it's different from anything I have, the color scheme doesn't really go with my outfit, which it's makeup, it doesn't have to, but like, I feel like it has to, you know? So I'm gonna mess with this side more, I guess. Maybe come over here a little bit. But I think I'm gonna start... That one looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. I think I'm going to start with Halo, which is like this lavender shade. Really not a lot of kickback. And the thing is, this was a really inexpensive palette. Now, it was like on sale, and also the price that's listed is going to be different because it's all in euros and I am USD, so it converted differently. So it was under $30 UK, but it was about $30 American, you know? It was still really inexpensive, so I wasn't sure what to expect just because, you know, like, it's not like it was luxury prices, but so far, like, literally with that first little bit, this might be, like, my new favorite eyeshadow formula. Like, this is honestly excellent. Like, I'm not even bullshitting you. Now, obviously, this is just a very, like, sheer metallic-y color. Definitely has pigment, but I feel like pigment isn't really an issue with eyeshadow these days. Like, I haven't had any pigmentation problems with eyeshadows, even drugstore, in my recent years, so that's not what I'm worried about. It's not patchy at all. It's, like, nice and smooth and buttery and really just gliding on. Gonna take this up the brow bone a little bit, like right in my brow bone. Okay, so first impression is that this shit is bomb. Like, that's it. Video's over. We're done. It's bomb. Also, the pan size is pretty big. Like, if you can see that. I mean, obviously you can see it, but it's a pretty big pan. So I feel like this will last me a good long while. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a different brush and I'm gonna dip into Godsent, which is this blue color. I'm just very lightly working it into my crease area, which isn't really my crease, it's like my eye socket, but you get what I'm saying. That's really pretty. Again, it's going on nice and even. It's not patchy at all. Like, I feel like even with my Jeffree Star palettes, I get like a bit more patchiness here and there. Very uneven pigmentation, which, you know, I know a lot of that is my fault because I tend to put pretty uneven pressure on the brush, and, you know, I have a problem with like not holding it to the end enough. I like hold it too close, and of course that's gonna make it go on harder. But yeah, that's quite like heavenly looking. I love that. Okay, super cute. So I think I'm gonna do a bit of a cut crease today, like for funsies, just because I can't do much because I'm not a beauty guru, but I want to like make it look like I did something. So I'm just taking some of my It Cosmetics concealer and I'm gonna attempt to find a concealer brush. if I even own one. Who really knows anymore? And I'm not going to take it all the way to the end. I'm going to stop it about here with the concealer. And then with that, I think I'm going to take that celestial color that I'm dying to use and pack that in right there. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm sorry I can't give any feedback other than wow, it's so pretty. But like, wow, it's so pretty. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do the other eye. I just want all of you to know that literally 15 minutes ago it was 75 degrees and sunny and a beautiful day, and now it is pouring the rain like I've never seen in my life. I'm thinking I might have to stop this video for a minute because literally the rain is so extreme. Like, I know you can hear that. It is loud. Okay, I really tried to like chill and stop the video and wait for this storm to stop being so extreme, but I don't think it's going away anytime soon, and like, I'm trying to do my makeup. So, sorry for rain noises, but I can't help it. We're moving on, and I am going to dip into Susie, which is this darker color here. And I'm gonna put that like on this outer corner of my eye. Just really packing it on there, and then I'm going to blend it. That's what gurus do, right? They blend. I feel like darker shades are a real test of eyeshadow formulas because they're hard to formulate, but this is nice. It's very buildable, and again, it's not patchy or weird at all. It's just, I don't know how to do eyeshadow, so it's nice. Like, I feel like this whole formula where it's like so easy to blend, this is a good, like, if you're not super into makeup and you just need something simple but still fun, like maybe you're trying to get into makeup, this would be a good palette. I would recommend this for sure. Yeah, I love that. I mean, it looks kind of trash on camera, but I promise in real life it looks stunning. It's not the eyeshadow's fault that I can't do makeup. See, I'm like barely touching it with the blending brush, and I swear it's just like melting into my skin like butter. Like, you really don't need to do anything with it. You can kind of just throw it on and go, which I really like because I hate feeling like I need to sit there for 20 minutes blending my eyeshadow. So this is freaking life-changing. And the fact that I paid like less than $20 for this is just insane, honestly. This isn't the most beautiful, stunning, amazing, creative look I've ever done in my life, but I'm sure it'll come together. I'm going to touch up this blue a little bit. That rain is seriously something. I am so sorry. I was going to lie and say I don't have any other time to film this. I have plenty of time to film this, but like, I want to do this now. So next is liner, and I'm going to be using this NYX liquid white liner. White eyeliners are something that's very difficult to make, so it does get a little like dry and crunchy. I don't know how to explain it really. Like, if you buy it you'll see what I mean, but like, you gotta do what you gotta do, and my look today is gonna be very, I don't know, you'll see. It goes with the look, it'll be fine. I'm not stressing about it, but I'm gonna wing it out a little bit more extreme than I would normally wing my liner, like really extending it out there. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of my Moon Glow white mascara, and by a little bit I mean I'm going to pack it on my lashes until they pretty much glow in the dark. I mean, which they will, because this is UV mascara, so they're meant to glow in the dark, but you know what I mean. Going for a very fairy elven princess look. And if I get any mascara like on my lid, I'm just gonna leave it today because I want it to be like a very messy, like, I don't know, just obscure messy look is what I'm gonna be going for. Next, I'm gonna get started on my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some of the fallout from the eyeshadow, which there's really not a lot, and I pack on eyeshadow, so the fact that there's pretty much no fallout is a foreign concept to me. I'm not quite sure what to do. So to get started with my foundation, since the one I've been using is a bit too warm for my liking, I'm going to be mixing it with some Manic Panic Dream Tone to really get a super pale and more neutral look. I have new foundation coming in the mail because I'm gonna need it. But for now, this works. I will warn you, if you use this or if you've ever used this, it's quite streaky. It will make your makeup kind of streaky and patchy, so you really have to work with it. But for now, it's fine. Again, it's not like I'm leaving the house, going to work, need a good long-lasting foundation. So it's fine for now, but not my favorite, but it'll work in a pinch. Or if you just need like a white foundation. And then I'm just gonna mix it together on this little Hello Kitty mirror that I have. And since this formula is so streaky, I'm gonna kind of spread it around using a brush, and then I'm gonna go back over it with a sponge. Although it's hard to work with, the end result is very skin-like, which I'm not mad at all. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing foundation. Real quick, I'm gonna set my foundation with some Morphe. And since I want my lashes to pop just a little bit more, I'm gonna tight line my upper eye with this NYX pencil in the shade Milk. Make sure I'm nice and whited out. Now I'm gonna go in with another coat of my white mascara. Next, I have this Sonia Kashuk Creme Bronzer. It's very affordable, and I don't mind the formula. And this is very nice and buildable. It's not too harsh or anything, so I do recommend it. If you're looking for a cream bronzer and you're like me and heard about the Fenty launch and can't afford it, this I feel like would be a good alternative. I'm gonna blend that in with a sponge. Now, since it's obviously extreme, I'm going to go back and soften it and clean it up with my sponge that has foundation on it. And I just feel like it adds a good bit of color and dimension to my face without it being like a super harsh contour. Just a little bit of something. Now I'm going to go back in and finish my nose. And I don't really soften my nose that much because I do want my nose to be a super harsh and heavy contour as opposed to the rest of my face. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm looking very dewy on the camera. It's a nice finish I have there. Next, I'm going to take some LA Girl Pro Conceal. And this is the like white shimmery one. I'm going to use that to highlight my nose. I'm just going to blend that out with a different sponge. Now I'm going to take this powdered bronzer from Wet n Wild and just begin applying that to my nose because again I want like a super harsh nose contour. I want like a brand new nose. Now I have this Creme Blush by Honest Beauty and I'm going to apply that with a sponge. And I'm just going to focus it on the high point of my cheekbone here towards the outside of my eye. Then I'm going to work it into my temples and up on my forehead. And then again, like everything else, I'm just softening up the color using a little bit of the leftover foundation on my sponge. But I want the color to be more prominent on my cheeks. And I like the cream blush because it helps me keep that dewy luminescence. And I'm going to take some on the sponge and start applying that to the end of my nose here, like right on the tip. Just for a very elven and like animal-like appearance to my nose. And I chose the Coral Blush because I think it'll go really good with the peachy nude lipstick that I got. Okay, so we're quite close to finish here. I'm going to go ahead and spray my Morphe a little bit more since we have lots of cream products on the face. And then now it's time to finish my under eyes. So going in with this NYX pencil again, I'm going to line my waterline and smudge it real good into my lashes here. Now I'm going to go into that blue shade again, Godsent, and taking it underneath my eye. And I'm going to carry it down to where it meets the blush. We're not really going for subtle, if you haven't noticed yet. See, who needs concealer when you can just use eyeshadow? No one's going to notice my dark blue circles if I make them myself on purpose. And there we are. Now again, taking the white mascara, I'm going to do my bottom lashes. And then I'm going to show you my new favorite thing to do with my makeup. Now this is something I've been doing with my makeup lately, and it was a technique that I did adopt from Jasmine Bean. They have one makeup tutorial that exists on the internet, and it was with a, I think it was with a thing for Vogue, and they showed how they, like a quick little segment of how they do their makeup in that. But to get their, if you know their classic look for their under eyes, like that smudged run mascara look, they just take the mascara wand and just kind of like drag it and dot it around, and so it's supposed to give like the appearance that, you know, you've been crying and your mascara is running and smudged, and I think it's absolutely stunning and gorgeous and I love it. So I've been doing that a lot myself with my makeup. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. And I'm going to go ahead and go the extra mile and just really like drag it down. Okay, I don't know why my camera's dying. So I'm going to try to hurry it up and I'm going to highlight. So this palette, 10 out of 10, would recommend. I'm going to link it in the description. I can't spend too much time on it because again my camera's dying, but I'm going to take this blue shade that's in it and do my nose. I'm going to use the white shade in it for the tip of my nose here. And using the blue to highlight my cheeks. There's a purple shade, I'm going to smudge that into my brow bone. And then there's a peachy shade, I'm going to use my Cupid's bow here, since I'm applying a peachy lipstick. A little blue on the chin. I'm so excited to try this. My camera is seriously dying. Oh, that's nice. Quite creamy. The liquid lip, so it should dry down. I really like the color. Like, this is a really nice color scheme. I'm glad I picked the coral blush. Lips are done. I'm loving it. I wouldn't be me without the freckles and stars, so I'm going to add that. And since my camera is pissed at me, I'm just going to finish up, do my hair, take some pictures, and then I'm going to come back a little bit later, give you guys the final look and my final opinions on the eyeshadow and the lipstick. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I don't have much room left on my memory card, so I have to make this quick, but the lipstick, very comfortable, very wearable, 10 out of 10, love the color, feels great, doesn't feel heavy or cakey. I highly recommend it. This is a really, really good formula, and I do look forward to purchasing one of the other colors. I added the elf ears because I just felt like a fairy princess, got the tiara, and overall I really like this look. I am obsessed. I took a ton of pictures and now I have to narrow it down to what I'm going to post. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. I hope this helped you out. Overall, the brand, highly recommend. I knew I'd love it because anything to do with Jasmine Bean, I'm here for it. And that is it because, again, I am running out of memory and I'm going to fight with my MacBook for like 10 years. I can already feel it. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, thank you so much. I love you. Have fun. Be safe. Look both ways before you cross the street. And I'll see you next Monday. Bye.